Well, hey folks, welcome back to the channel where it's all about racing. In today's episode, we're going to take a look at a 2021 Porsche 911 GT3R, that of Team Hardpoint EBM. Now folks, just to preface this, I thought I'd share something with you I just discovered on ordering model cars. Have you ever wondered why when you order a model car or pre-order it, it seems like months or years before you get it, particularly here in North America? Here's what I discovered that I did not know. As you know, all these model cars are manufactured in Asia, primarily China, and they're shipped to Europe via rail, which is why Europeans tend to get these cars quicker than we do. They do not air freight these to the United States. They ship them in huge shipping containers like you see at major points of entry. Wherever you live on the east and west coast, I happen to live near Virginia Beach and Newport News and Norfolk, where they have those. That is how these things are delivered, and then they are distributed to the various distributors, and then finally to the retail outlets that we buy from, whether they be here in Canada or in the United States. Anyhow, so if you've wondered why your friends in Europe may get a model car long before you do, that's why. Anyhow, so let's get back to this car. This is a Spark 143 scale Porsche 911 GT3. The GT3R, as you may be aware, was first introduced in May of 2018. Features a 4.0-liter flat-six rear-mounted engine producing about 543 horsepower. Now, this particular model is kind of special to me because I actually saw this compete at the 2021 12 Hours of Sebring. And the main sponsor of it was Chardonnay, which is a watch manufacturer. And if you take a close look at this livery, you know, it just screams watch all over it. Now, they had two cars, number 88 and number 99, that both had the same livery, except where this car is black, the 99 car basically was blue with white and gray, as you see elsewhere. Now, I'm sure if you're familiar with the IMSA WeatherTech series, you know that if a car competes in the GT3 Championship, which you will see right there in the corner, that the mirrors are required to be green, as is the number plate, as is the end of the windshield banner, and as is the rear end caps on the rear wing. Those are all required to be green in the GTD category. In GTD Pro, they're all red, which means this car had at least one amateur driver in it. In fact, I believe all three amateur drivers were in this particular car, and we'll get to those in just a moment. Now, one thing that you'll notice that's really, really cool is this has gold wheels, which is somewhat unusual. Usually they're black or they're silver. And being a Spark model, of course, if you take a close look at the wheel, the detail of it is very, very, very good. You can see the slotted rotors, the brake calipers on there. And usual details, you know, looking at the side of the car, of course, I've mentioned you have the green number panel. Up here in the B-pillar, you can, I don't know, maybe kind of hard to see what looks like an 88. That is the number panel that they have in the IMSA WeatherTech channel. For example, this car's running third. It would say 03 on it. I thought they did a really nice job with grill work here, being inlaid silver, photo etched, I would imagine. And if you take a close look at the interior, you can see the steering column in there, as well as the seat and the netting. Very, 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 very cool. Very good job by the folks at Spark, as they always do. And here we'll take a look at the front of the car as I move it around, and you see the American flag. This car did compete at Sebring. Speaking of, this is how the car comes packaged. It has this American-themed box as it competed at Sebring. As usual for a Spark model, you've got the black painted wooden base on it, the acrylic jewel cover. It's open-sided on both ends. Folks, this was a limited edition model. This was 123 of just 300 made. And on the back of it, you have Spark and the American flag. The bottom of the car tells it manufactured by Spark. It's officially licensed by Porsche. And getting back to the front of the car, you can see they did a really, really nice job. The headlights have bronze lenses on them, as is required in the IMSA WeatherTech series for GT3 cars. You take a really good look at the livery. It's really quite neat looking. I think it's fascinating with the watch. And we take a look down inside. You can see, of course, the radiator. Well, we can't see it from this angle. Let's turn this thing around, and we can see it from another angle. Or maybe we can, maybe we can't. My God, trust me, there is a really nice radiator back there. It looks quite sharp. For some reason, we can't see it, at least with this cell phone that I'm using. The drivers were Katherine Legge from the UK Did you know that she had the fastest qualifying ever for a woman in the Indianapolis 500 history in 2023, even though she's had virtually no success in the Indy League? Then there was Beatriz from Brazil, an Indy Lights fame, but famous for all the wrong reasons. Her husband and father-in-law were indicted for fraud and other financial crimes, supposedly to support her career. And then there was Kristina Nielson from Denmark, the first woman to win an IMSA WeatherTech championship in 2017. And on this particular side, you have much of the same as you saw on the other side. You know, Spark does, it's the fine details that do. And to amplify that, let's take a look at something. Let's take a look at the top of the car and the aerials. Here you have the camera hub. Here you've got one aerial, and then you have two more aerials behind it for a total of 3. Notice the thickness varies between the 3 aerials. These are the details that Spark is just famous for. What makes them different, I think, from just about everything else, other than the sheer quality of the work that they do. Here, if you take a look, you can see the inside of the cabin, the rear wing, nicely done in carbon fiber. And if we go to the back, just again, incredibly well done taillights, exhaust pipes, rear diffuser. Just very, very, very sharp. Very, very Spark. Now, if there's one thing I did find wrong with this model, and I could be wrong, I don't know. On the left-hand side mirror, you see Sparko on it. That decal is missing on the driver's side mirror. Now, I don't know if they overlooked that, if that's just the way it was. I kind of doubt it. Usually these things are uniform. And if so, this would be one of the first mistakes I have ever seen Spark make in quite some time, as their work is normally flawlessly perfect. And I even had one viewer say, you know, you want to work for Spark, all you do is talk about how good Spark is. Well, guys, that's how good Spark is. Thanks for watching. See you next time.